Hey Gen Xers and music lovers, let's hit the rewind button and dive back into the synth-soaked wonderland of the 1980s. You remember the Thompson Twins, right? The masters of feel-good anthems like Hold Me Now, Doctor Doctor, and Lies. They were everywhere, on MTV, on the radio, in our Walkmans, and then, poof, they just kind of disappeared. So today we're answering the question, where are the Thompson Twins now? Grab your leg warmers and your Aquanet, because their post-80s journey is just as fascinating as their chart-topping heyday. First, a quick history lesson for anyone who slept through the 80s. The Thompson Twins weren't actual twins. The name was inspired by the bungling detectives Thompson and Thompson from the Adventures of Tintin. The band originally started as a 7-member collective in the late 70s, but by the time the world took notice, they'd slimmed down to the powerhouse trio of Tom Bailey, Alannah Currie, and Joe Leeway. After their first albums, a product of participation in 1981 and set from 1982, their big break came in 1983 with the album Quick Step and Sidekick, or as it was cleverly renamed in the US, Sidekicks. This album helped the band break in the United States with the hit Lies and Love on Your Side, both of which garnered significant radio airplay.
Lies, 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 yeah. Lies, 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 yeah. Lies, 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 yeah. Lies, 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 yeah.
Also, If You Were Here from the album was featured in classic 80s teen flick 16 Candles. Then came 1984's Into the Gap, which cemented their status as synth-pop stars. Tracks like Hold Me Now, their highest charting US hit at number 3, Doctor Doctor and You Take Me Up exploded onto MTV and were the soundtrack to every school dance, every breakup, and every angsty teenage moment.
Hold me now.
Some perfect world we know we'll never find.
The Into the Gap album topped the chart in the UK and reached number 10 in the US. 1985's Here's to Future Days was the last album for the group featuring the Bailey, Currie, and Leeway combo. It spawned the hits Lay Your Hands on Me and King for a Day and reached number 5 in the UK and number 20 in the US. Let me pause for just a moment and ask you to subscribe to our channel. It's free and it helps us to continue to bring you great music content. Also, did you know that you can own record awards like the ones you see in this video? Check out our music memorabilia store at MusicGoldmine.com, where we have hundreds of real record awards and other music memorabilia. Okay, back to our story. Remember Live Aid in 1985? The Thompson Twins were there, sharing the stage with none other than Madonna on a cover of the Beatles' Revolution. Their performance was classic Thompson Twins, full of energy, big hair, and even bigger shoulder pads. It was certainly one of the standout moments of the day for new wave fans. Now, after Leeway left the group, Bailey and Currie continued on, releasing Close to the Bone in 1987, Big Trash in 1989, and Queer in 1991. However, none of these releases captured the magic of their first few albums. But here's the thing about the music biz. What goes up often comes down. By the late 80s, the hits started drying up, Joe Leeway had left the band, and the Thompson Twins quietly faded from the spotlight. Or so it seemed. Let's start with Tom Bailey, the voice behind those unforgettable melodies. After the Thompson Twins disbanded, Tom didn't just sit around binge-watching VHS tapes. He kept creating. He and Alannah moved to New Zealand and explored all kinds of musical projects. Tom got into everything from dub music to Indian classical tunes. Fast forward to 2014, and guess who made a triumphant comeback?
love me, so I don't understand why promises are snapped in two.
That's right. Tom Bailey hit the road again to perform Thompson Twins classics after a 27-year absence. Fans lost their collective minds, and it was like the 80s never ended. In 2018, Tom released a solo album called Science Fiction. And let me tell you, I've seen Tom Bailey perform several times over the last few years, and he puts on an amazing show each time with his excellent all-female backing band of superb musicians. It's fantastic. Now, Alannah Currie, where do we even start? After leaving the music scene, Alannah traded synthesizers for saws. Yep, she became a visual artist and activist, creating provocative sculptures and installations under the name Miss Pochino. Her art often tackles heavy topics like gender, power, and the environment. She once described her work as feminist furniture. But that's not all. Alannah also became an advocate for sustainability and environmental causes. She's the kind of person who doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. Now, Joe Leeway, what about him? Well, Joe took a total left turn and got into hypnotherapy. Yep, after stepping away from the band in 1986, Joe decided to help people unlock the power of their subconscious minds. Talk about a career pivot. He's been working as a life coach and hypnotherapist ever since. So if you've got stage fright or can't quit biting your nails, maybe Joe's your guy. So now that we've learned where the Thompson Twins are today, Tom Bailey is still making music and performing, keeping the synth-pop flame alive, Alannah smashing the art world with her bold, boundary-pushing creations, and Joe's helping people live their best lives one hypnotic session at a time. Talk about a diverse legacy, huh? Here's the thing about the Thompson Twins. Their music was upbeat yet introspective, playful yet profound. And even though their time in the spotlight was relatively short, their influence is undeniable. From Stranger Things to TikTok trends, the 80s are alive and well, and the Thompson Twins are a big reason why. So what's your favorite Thompson Twins memory? Do you have a favorite song, a favorite music video, or maybe even a favorite hairstyle from the band? Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know who you'd like to see profiled next. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a nostalgic trip down memory lane. Until next time, keep those synth-pop beats alive, and remember, sometimes reinvention is the greatest hit of all. See you soon, New Wave fans.
I have a picture pinned to my wall, an image of you and of me, and we're laughing with love at it all. Look at our life now, all tattered and torn. We fuss and we fight and delight in the tears that we cry until dawn.